You guys have had kind of a year to practice being in this situation, maybe not 3 minutes and 40 seconds, but for teams that are following. Is that a skill to be able to kind of weather that and still find rhythm? And like you said, I mean, you guys still scored 60 points despite the stops and starts in the first half.
It's a good thing to be able to weather that. I mean, you know, it just slows the game down so much. What did he shoot? 28 free throws in the first half. I mean, that's crazy. Like I never witnessed that or experienced that. So for us to just kind of maintain that composure, you know, he hit shots, he hit some free throws. We got stops. We just grinded it out, you know, and I think that's a little demoralizing to be up at 6 at halftime, and a team to be, you know, putting somebody on the line 28 times and a half. I mean, it's a good sign for us.
Like, going back to last year to this year, how have you improved through this postseason? What did you learn from last postseason, which obviously ended without the goal?
Our team.
You individually.
You know, it's just I think every year you just kind of learn a little bit more. You know, every year you kind of figure something new out. You understand the highs and the lows of the playoffs. I think that's the biggest thing for me. It's like, you know, you can't get too high with the highs and too low with the lows. I mean, the thing that I thought was most impressive about this team is after we won game 3, you know, we were saying to ourselves, and even our coaches and our players even said it before. Our coaches said, like, we were in this same position against San Antonio, and you know, we came out. We wanted to make a statement game 4, being the road team, and we didn't allow that to happen. You know, we locked in and, you know, did our job, and I think that showed a sign of growth as a team to not, you know, be too excited about just winning game 3, but to be greedy and get both games on.
Like, you've been through a lot of highs and lows with the Clippers. On Tuesday, you guys have a chance to move on to the Western Conference Finals for the first time in franchise history. What does that mean for the team?
It's an accomplishment, but it's not like our goal. I mean, it is a goal on the way to the bigger goal, the biggest goal. So we're not really like, it's not like a thing where we're like, oh wow, we did this. You know, it's Clippers history. Like, it's not really our thing. It's an accomplishment, but it's not our final place where we want to be. So you know, we need to take care of business and do what we have to do, but you know, we can't rest on that.
Like, you're no stranger to hard fouls, obviously, in your career, but it seems like in this series they're making a point to hit you hard, rough with Terrence and Dwight tonight. And every time you're just walking away, keeping your cool, not letting it get into you. Earlier in your career you might have. How are you able to kind of keep your emotions in check right now?
You know, I don't know. I mean, my entire career, everybody says I need to punch somebody. Never have. So, you know, the playoffs isn't any different. Definitely not gonna do something like that. Hard fouls are part of playoff basketball, and I think that's how basketball should be. You know, I don't take those fouls personally. My job is to go, you know, hit some free throws. So we have to keep in mind what the bigger picture is. You know, that's ultimately.
Blake, what does it say about DeAndre that he can take all those fouls and then come out in that third quarter? He had like 14 points, 8 rebounds in that spurt where you guys went ahead. What does it say about a guy to keep his composure when they're coming after him that way?
Well, it's huge, but we don't give him any choice, to be honest. I mean, we tell him every day, every game. Him going to the free throw line, missing some free throws is. His impact on the game goes way beyond missing some free throws. I mean, he could have missed all those free throws tonight. As far as we were concerned, we'd still be in that game. We'd still have a chance to win that game. So we tell him that, you know, I said to him at halftime, look at everything that happened. Look at all the things they did to slow the game down, and we're up by 6. That was our message at halftime, and that was my message to him. We don't really give ourselves any choice but to just keep going, and that's the thing that I think is awesome about this team.
Blake, back here, it's already been a fairly physical series to this point with a closeout game looming on Tuesday. What are you expecting from them?
I expect a good fight. I expect an intense game. Their crowd's going to be great. They're going to be ready. They're going to be up for the game, especially playing at home. you just have to do a good job and come in focused, weather the storm. We've been down at their place early, but 11-13, 11 in the first game, and came back and won 13 in the second game and got the lead. So we just need to do a really good job, stay with our principles and stay with our formula, and just execute.
Hey, like, since that game 7 win over the Spurs, it seems like you and the team, but just the team, is playing with a new confidence or swagger. What did that series going through all that teach this team?
I think it kind of just gives you a sense of being a little battle tested. When you play a team like the Spurs in the first round and come out like that, it kind of gives you that feeling of accomplishment to the point of like being down 2-1 early on the road, winning 2 games at their place. It just kind of gives you confidence as a team, but really the whole season has led up to this point. I think we realize as a team what we're capable of when we play the right way. It's just a matter of coming out and playing the right way.
Blake, throughout the year, the bench was kind of up and down, but it seems like they've kind of found a rhythm here a little bit. How big have those contributions been from those guys? And I think you outscored their bench tonight. I think it was 2-1. I think getting Austin as the second scorer, how important has that been to kind of your success here in this series?
Well, it's huge. Austin's been huge. But not just Austin, obviously always Jamal. Jamal always brings a punch for us. Spencer, the last 2 games, played great minutes. Big Baby's played huge minutes the Spirit series and this series. I know he's a little banged up, but when he's out there, he changes the game with his energy and his presence. So it's great to see guys. Just kind of getting outside of themselves and just saying, I'm just going to do whatever it takes, and it's really shown. Even games like even if the bench doesn't come in and outscore a team by 2-1, it's their presence and their spirit on defense.
Thanks, guys.